It's just gone 1 o'clock on January the 10th. We're here in the glamorous surroundings of New Broadcasting House, just about to go on air for the Oscar nominations, which are happening around about 1:30, 1:35. Now, as you may know, we're right in the middle of the awards nomination season because yesterday was the BAFTA nominations and today the Oscar nominations. I was covering the BAFTAs yesterday and there were some interesting things. I mean, Skyfall got 8 significant nominations, including Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress and Outstanding British Film. But crucially, no nomination for Best Film or indeed for Best Director. There were also some other omissions, things like nothing for Sightseers, which I like very much, nothing for Barbarian Sound Studio. A Royal Affair was missing there as well, although Alicia Vikander is named in the Rising Star category. However, the Oscars are particularly important to me, and I think you know why. Because the Oscar nominations determine what is and isn't eligible for the most prestigious awards of the year, the Kermode Awards. Just to remind you, the only rule for the Kermode Awards, you cannot win a Kermode Award for a category in which you have been nominated for an Oscar. So we're about to go on and do the broadcast as the Oscar nominations are announced. Personally, the worse the Oscar nominations go, the better the Kermode Awards can go. Let's see how it pans out. As far as Bond is concerned, Bond is not seen as awards fodder. The BAFTA's 8 nominations, including Best Supporting Actor.
Samuel Goldwyn Theatre in Beverly Hills, that's where we're going, where the whole Oscar nomination parade is about to start.
For Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, the nominees are Christoph Waltz in Django Unchained, Skyfall from Skyfall, music and lyric by Adele Atkins and Paul Epworth.
The 2012 nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role are... Congratulations, you 5 ladies no longer have to pretend to be attracted to Harvey Weinstein.
There is no one who will fight your corner harder if it's his movie than Harvey Weinstein, and that was what that joke was a reference to. Okay, so just out of the Oscar nominations program, here are my scribbled sheets of paper that are writing things down as they were announced. However, now this is the fully printed list. You'll be familiar with this by now, but essentially the way it's shaken down is this. Quite an interesting set of nominations as far as the Oscars were concerned. Best Picture contenders are Amour, the Haneke, Argo, the Ben Affleck film, Beat of the Southern Wild, which had a particularly good showing at these nominations, including a Best Director nod for Ben Zeitlin. Django Unchained, the Quentin Tarantino film, about which we've spoken already here on the blog, Les Miserables, everybody expected that to be in there. Life of Pi, the Ang Lee film, my favourite 3D film so far. Lincoln, Steven Spielberg, everyone knew that was going to be in. Silver Linings Playbook, and Zero Dark 30, the Catherine Bigelow movie, which I really like, which is attracting the traditional Oscar flack. Now, here's the interesting question. As we were going through the Oscar nominations, I had in my mind the list of people that I thought, and films that I thought would be eligible for the Kermodes, and I was looking out for them being knocked out of eligibility by the Oscar nominations. Here's the good news. Nothing in those nominations changes any of the Kermode Award contenders as far as I'm concerned. So my question to you is this. Firstly, what do you think of the Oscar nominations? You think they were good? Do you think they were more interesting than usual? Or do you think they were just the usual Oscar fare? And secondly, predict for me my choice for the Kermode Awards for Best Film, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Film not in the English language, Best Director, and Best Documentary. Remember, if it's been nominated in that category at the Oscars, it can't win a Kermode Award. Tell me what I've chosen, and tell me what you would have chosen.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again. For this is the